Done.
What do you mean?
Good morning. It's another miserable day in Melbourne. I don't know if you can see it's raining. It's raining. Anyways, it's another Saturday, which means
Weekend vlog.
another weekend vlog. This weekend, we're working on my patrol. She's getting some love. As you can see, she's all one colour. So when we did the respray on my car end of last year, it was a home job and weren't very experienced in it and very, very obvious, and I was not happy with the final product. So after a lot of procrastination this year, I bought my bonnet scoop on a bonnet and all I did was paint, like put a colour over the top of it to match, right? That bog at work wasn't done properly, so that all cracked. So I've been running a white bonnet for most of the year because I've been too lazy to bog. After all the trauma of doing my respray last year, I just did not want to touch bog, didn't want to touch a grinder to metalwork anymore, grinder to panel work anymore. So I was procrastinating doing my bonnet all year, and then with things coming up, I was like, all right, we've got to get it done. So I enlisted my friend who is a spray painter for his job. He's doing it for me. He's coming today to sand back the rest of just the guards, probably the grill, roof, corners, and the rear wall. He already has my bonnet finished sitting at his shop, so that's all good. The doors were re-bogged and primer, and that's all finished. This is just a placeholder door, and the other door is all finished as well. So today we just got to prep the actual cab now. So the cab, the rear wall, and the front guards. So our plan this weekend, while I was busy with our friend working on my patrol, is at the MOG, get a service done, we can finish the brakes on the trailer, but it is like just drizzling, like just really shitty drizzling. And I do not blame Ben for not wanting to roll around on a wet floor on his own weekend. So probably going to hold off until we can get that in a workshop, or if it stops raining. So we'll see what else we can get done. Back in my car, vlog set up, but we're not driving anywhere. I had free afternoon. Well, I thought the Gav was gonna need 2 days to do my car, but it went really, really quick. So he only did half a day. So now we have this afternoon before we go out for dinner tonight to get some things done. Ben's gonna work on the coil tower brace. We need to take the coils out. I'm gonna put my head unit in. I can't put the rest of my center console and stuff in until the UHF goes back in, can I?
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah. Because how we ran it.
I don't know if that's your chef's at work. isn't it?
My UHF's here.
No, your aerial.
Yeah, that's in my canopy at work.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Because we ran my aerial and everything under the dash and then under my center console, and it sat in the empty space in the center console. So yeah, and then we pulled all my bull bar and stuff off. We had to rip everything up to pull my aerial out. Ooh, what was that?
Do that again. Shut up!
What are you doing?
This is the second flasher cam.
Oh, for my indicators.
Yeah.
Oh, is it broken?
It's going mental.
Just go hit it.
Fixed it last time. Go. Oh.
It's just right indicator. It's not flashing though. Is it cracking the shits because the indicators aren't in?
Maybe.
Anyways, my gauge works again, and I've got a handy dandy new center, what is it, head unit. It's not fancy. I've got Bluetooth and that's about it. So, and we tested it, plugged my speaker back in and that will work. So, yep.
Yeah, you can let it go all the way.
Alright, so head unit is mounted in, gauge is working again, and my cold tower brace is working, or P-clamp these down. My brake lines are custom brake lines and they won't fit over it, so we're gonna mount them up there, but they're all good, so yeah. So it's Sunday and we had a big plan of what we're going to do today. We've already been to the shop, super cheap, went to Spotlight, more on that, and we get in at home. I'm going to move the cars around because the patrol's going to get a wash, and it did not want to start. I've started it, I've driven in and out the garage so many times the last few weeks, and yesterday all we did, I'd already done all the wiring for my head unit, by the way, and all I did yesterday was plug it in, change the plug from a 6 point to an 8.8 plug, and then plug my gauge back in. And yesterday we started it, turned it off, started it, turned it off, started it, like so many times just to check it's working, no problems. And now this morning I key on, and as soon as I key on, I get like the slightest little bit of light on my dash, and then a click and it all dies. And we've had no power to the key barrel. We have constant power coming into the cab, but no accessory power, no power going to the key. We have no fuses that are blown. None of my fusible links are blown. None of my relays are blown. See if we can work it out. So we found this little fusible link is not connected. As you can see, it's broken. So yeah.
Yep.
We thought our day was ruined, but they have these at Super Cheap Auto, so we're gonna go get some. Ooh. We're working on upholstery, I think, kind of. I'm making a seat cover for this. So the one thing the previous owner didn't work on was the cab and the engine bay. I mean, he cleaned it very well, but he didn't get to go into and actually work on this. So you can see missing a whole chunk of foam here. Literally fell off when Ben drove it to the exhaust place. And so there we go, it's back in there. And the seat cover well, the upholstery on this is ripped up. So I went to Spotlight and got like this nice thick cotton material, not quite canvas. And I watched one YouTube video of they made a seat cover for a Hilux. So I'm making 2 different covers, see how we go, and then if I do really well at that, I'll copy it onto the next one. The passenger seats just got a rip in the, it's leather, like, I don't know, whatever, it's just got a rip in that. And I'm doing this because Mog seat covers are so expensive. I don't want to do that right now. We're cutting it fine as it is. So to get all the projects done and what we're doing next year happening, so I'm gonna try to save money where we can. And I thought this would be a cute little fun project, and also was like, you know, I'll do it for the vlog. Maybe someone else can learn how to do it at the same time I do. So we'll see how we go. So the first step in the lady that I watched is you get your, this is not my material, this is an old bed sheet, an old single bed fitted sheet that I've cut so it's actually square. But first thing you do is mark your seat. I found the phone that you said fell out.
Yeah, I know. It hurts when you hit bumps.
Let me go back in. Okay. Also, look at this.
Oh, I didn't know it did that.
We're learning new things.
Ooh. No, it's just... Fuck, you can really raise it up.
It's for those short kings out there.
Now I'll go and try and fix your car, see if it works.
Okay, thanks. Hey, got my patrol fixed, yay! Oh, I didn't give myself seam allowance. Okay, wait. I'll cut a bit extra on the side for seam allowance. Okay. Move that out of the way. So this is now the top of my seat. Oh, okay, wait, I left a little bit on this side. Okay. This is now the top of my seat with a little cut in, and I'm just gonna mark it again. Do it like on top here. And you sharpen the pencil. Cool. So that's my piece. I don't know what to do next. I have to refer back to the YouTube video. So got my car running, battery's just charging up a bit. Going to wash that because that was the main priority today. And we'll go back to the Mogs seat cover later. Ben is going to put bend up the brake lines and do the brakes for this. They're all already on the axles and everything, just got to bend it up, put the flare nut on. Flare nuts?
Yeah.
Flanges? Whatever. Do the brakes on that, I'll wash the patrol, and then it's Sunday, so I've got to do adult things.
Quench my thirst.
morning. It's Saturday again. The mog is running. The range is getting loaded up. We are going to Mum's work undercover to service the mog because it is raining once again. Yay! So we're going to go service the mog today, and we've got a party tonight, so I don't know how much we're going to get done, but yeah. So we pulled up to Mum's work. We've got a manufacturing business. With a nice big shed and a flat ground. That's all we need for a service. We got the work ute set up, bench, all our tools, our oils and filters. We're going to give this thing a service because we know it's been quite a few years before the oil's been changed. So
At least 10.
At least 10. So we'll see what comes out of it. Been doing the service for like 30 seconds and the engine drain is a hex, and I left my hex sockets at work. So off to Sydney Tools. I'm back with the goods. King Chrome, sponsor us. I have gotten a bit distracted with the Safe Style setup they had in there. Safe Style, sponsor us. I tried hard not to make a mess, but I've already filled that one. I mean, he's poured most of it in there, but I filled that one and I had to hurry up and get that one. There was some dirt in that. This one had quite a bit of shit in there. Of course, I can never do anything clean. Another rag, please. With you. Okay, it's getting hard. Try again. Almost. Service is done, the ute is packed up, cleaning up the area. We may or may not be going to King's, 4-wheel drive super centre. Might get a bit distracted in there, who knows. I'll check in next time I check in. First big load, gotta make sure she's dialed down. She ain't going anywhere. Okay, we're back home. I had a shower so I could wash my hair for later. I've got about an hour and a half before we have to get ready and go out tonight. So I am just finishing, well, working on the seat cover that I started during the week. Here's my clip. This is my first stitch. I don't know what I'm doing. It's gonna go to a medium stitch. I've never done this before. I just did a little test piece on my test material. So yeah. Can't see what I'm doing. I don't really think you want to see what I'm doing. So we want to start a bit further in. Right, okay, medium stitch. Go forward, and and then go back, and then go forward again. That's on. That's it. Oh, that's the inside. That's the outside. Looking like a seat cover. Not yet. We'll get there. I might just sew this side. See, I've got it pinned. I might just sew this side. Haha. I'm dropping so many pins. I knew something would go wrong. I stitched it backwards. That was meant to be the inside, and I stitched on the outside because I pinned it wrong. To see how that's the inside seam of that. That's okay, it's just thread. I can unpick it. So, as you can see from that, I got both side panels stitched on. And I'm basically just measuring the front side panel here to make that measurement right. Do that. I'll do the bottom one first, because the bottom one we need to get done, because as I showed before, there's a big hole there. I'm gonna fill that with foam. So I'm gonna finish this one, see how that goes, and then work on the back one. And if I do really well at that, then I'll work on the bench seat. But I don't know. We'll see how we go. My little tomato with my pins. So I pinned it, so when I sew it, be like that. That's the front of the seat. And then these corners, after, I will pin them and sew them in, so it's like, becomes like a cube on almost on top. Anyways, I'll sew that. So I'm basically finished the main part of the seat cover. So it's like this. Really bad demonstration, but anyways, I'm now going to run a drawstring inside the little thingy. I'm just gonna run that around, and so basically it sits on, and you can just pull it tight. It's gonna take so long. Oh yeah, obviously there's a big hole. Don't have the foam here, but it's on the floor over there. But oh yeah. Made that a little bit long. I feel like I could tuck that back a little further. Tuck that up a little bit further. We're missing some foam in here, and then that hole's missing there. But so basically, just pull it. Got the string, and we'll just pull it tight. I haven't finished the back up yet, and I might cut this out to go around this, but I have to get ready for the party tonight, so that's where I'm going to leave that today. It can sit on there, get a bit of shape, and I will see you tomorrow.
Yesterday we serviced the Unimog, and this morning it didn't want to start, and I didn't have copper washers for these, so we reused the old ones, but they'd leak, so I gotta go and get some this morning. I'll pump this up, you can see it bubbling away there. So go and get some copper washers and then replace those, get it going, and then I've got to build air so I can do on the rears these bellows on the rear brakes and S-cams. The other side one has completely fallen off. Been cracked, so I got new ones for them. And then today also I'll be doing all the wiring, making it look nice and tidy up under there. So yeah.
Okay, good morning. Official intro for the day. I don't have my tripod, but anyways, I have finished the bottom section of the seat cover. Gotta fit it, and then I've cut out my demo. What are they called? Whatever. And I'm gonna get the proper side. Oh, I didn't bring a pencil. I'm gonna mark out the top piece, and I should be able to throw that together. Now that I know how to do corners and stitching and whatever. Anyways, let me put this on. So I've got my shape. Oh, you can't see it, but I drew with my white pencil around the shape of the top seat, and then I wrote on other measurements around it. So I'm going to cut this out on my line, and I know that this is no seam allowance, no nothing. So when I put it on my material, I then give myself seam allowance, which I've been giving myself an inch of seam allowance, but people who sew give themselves like 10 centimeters. But I'm like, I need all the extra space I can grab, you know, and then I can like cut shit up later.
I went and got some new copper washers, put all new copper washers on, fixed all the leaks on the fuel system, and now it runs good. So now I've taken the handbrake off so I can do these bellows. And I'll do these. I'll replace the other side first because I've only got one set of clamps at the moment, and that one's still good, so that's one out. Yeah, I'll replace this and show you afterwards. The old one's not actually broken, it was just flipped inside out. So I'm gonna put it back on under there. Yeah, because it's not broken, I'm not gonna fix it. But yeah. Oh.
Really fucked up these corners. This is really shit. Kind of want to restart this whole thing. I think I have to. At least, yeah. This is shit.
That's all installed now and all done. I'll walk back up. Next thing is the heater fan doesn't want to run properly, so I'm going to pull the center dash out and have a look at it.
So I managed to sew this, that's the front section, and then these sides, I managed to sew that all in one thing. I did the corners properly that time, so see how it fits. Oh, that's much better. That's much better.
I pulled the dash apart to find what was wrong with the heater box, and at the plug I tested for power, and at the rheostat I also tested for power. So it was all getting power and it was all switching properly. I went to the fan box and found it was unplugged. So I plugged it back in and it now works. Ignore the noise it makes. I think it's done the bearing, so I'll have to replace the bearing another day. And yeah, but it works and it should blow heat now, which is the main thing. And that's all I need for roadworthy. So that's me done for the day because it keeps raining. And I can't do much else. So I've done fixed the heater box, but it's got a bad bearing, but we'll see how that goes. I did the brake bellows and I fixed all the fuel leaks. So yeah, that's it for today. And yeah. I love it. It's awesome.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Just can't reach it. Seat cover is done. So then behind it, so I've just pulled like a drawstring, and there's like a second piece under there. I could have made that a bit longer, and I've left these strings, cut these and burn them off, but I just wanted extra room to tie with. Ben's putting the cab back together from where he was working, and I think that's it for the day. So I'm going away tomorrow for 3 weeks for work. So I've got to get packed and organised and sort the house out. So this afternoon will be a perfect opportunity for that. And Ben's done with what he's doing today.
Yeah.
Nice pink screwdriver. Anyways, this week's vlog was a bit different. Well, 2 weeks. This week's 2 weeks vlog was a bit different than the last few. Anyways, I'm gonna end the vlog there. Like and subscribe. Comment if you want to see anything else. Goodbye.
Why?